The sky is falling! The sky is falling! AI is here! Skynet is here! And we're all going to die!
You know, I wasn't sure if I should make this video. Because honestly, I don't want to sound like one of those grumpy old hams shaking their fist at clouds. But here's the thing. Every single week, I get people in my comments saying my videos are fake, that they're AI-generated garbage. And that really ticks me off. Why? Because behind every single story I post, I spend hours, sometimes weeks, digging through dusty articles, books, old QST magazines, government archives, you name it. I fact-check, I double-check, I share my sources so you can check me. But nope, because the voice isn't mine, a few folks think it's all just made-up nonsense. And you know what that tells me? They either didn't watch the video, or they don't actually know what AI is or how it works. Here's the snapback though. Ham radio operators used to be the experimenters, the innovators, the people pushing the edge of what was possible. Now, sometimes it feels like a small but loud group has turned into that guy yelling,
"Hey! You kids get off my lawn!"
Except now it's,
"Damn FT8 and POTA, that ain't real ham radio."
or it's fake, it's AI. But here's the payoff. AI isn't the villain. It's just the next rig on the bench. Let me roll back the dial a bit. I've been around technology my whole life. Since I was a kid in the 70s, I was tinkering with radios, computers, little gadgets. I won't bore you with a long resume, but let's just say I've been there, done that, and yeah, got the t-shirt. I've seen this cycle before. Every new technology comes with fear, panic, and predictions of doom. And honestly, after a while, it gets frustrating. Back in 2021, I saw my first demo of OpenAI's DALL-E image generator. And right then, I knew this was going to be disruptive. So instead of panicking, I said, okay, I better learn it now. So when it matured, I'd know how to use it, or at least how to judge it. And here we are. People love to panic. It's like a reflex. AI, it's going to take all our jobs. Ham radio, that's not real radio. The internet, it's going to ruin human connection. The printing press, it's going to corrupt society. Yep, it's always the end of the world. Let's rewind. The printing press, 1400s. Before Gutenberg, books were copied by hand, by monks, by candlelight. A single book could take months. They were rare, expensive, and only for the powerful. Then, Gutenberg built the printing press. Books could be mass-produced, knowledge could spread. And people freaked out. The church worried they'd lose control. Scribes worried about losing their jobs. And people even said misinformation would spread too fast. Sound familiar? But what happened? Literacy exploded. The Renaissance, the Reformation, the scientific revolution. The printing press wasn't the end. It was the beginning. Railroads, 1800s. Critics swore traveling at 30 miles an hour would scramble your brain. Doctors claimed women's wombs might fall out. Farmers said horses would go extinct. Instead, railroads connected nations, built economies, opened the world. Electricity. Gas companies warned artificial light would blind us. Some swore it would drive us insane. And yet here we are, flipping switches like it's nothing. Automobiles. Cars will pollute the air. They'll isolate families. Instead, cars reshaped the modern world. The internet, 1990s. Critics said, it was a fad, that it would ruin real conversation. Well, here you are, watching me, on the internet. Even ham radio got the side eye. Early hams were seen as pests, spies, jammers. But over time, hams proved themselves as innovators, first responders, experimenters. See the pattern? Now we've hit the AI panic. And yeah, I get it. AI is disruptive. It's powerful. But it's still just a tool. And here's the part nobody tells you. It's already making our lives better. Doctors are using AI to read X-rays in minutes instead of days, catching problems early, saving lives. Historians are unrolling charred scrolls from Pompeii, stuff we thought was lost forever, brought back with machine learning. Meteorologists forecasting storms more accurately, giving families extra time to prepare. Your smartwatch? It's not just counting steps. It can warn you about irregular heartbeats before you even notice. Education? AI tutoring is like having an Elmer in your pocket. Patient, adapts to how you learn.
Welcome to ChatGPT. How can I help you?
Even food safety. AI can track contamination in the supply chain before it hits your plate. That means fewer recalls, safer food. And here's one for us hams. Real-time translation. We're getting close to a universal translator. Imagine chatting with a DX station in their language and both of you hear it in your own. That's not Star Trek. That's 2025. So when I use text-to-speech in these videos, I'm not trying to fake you out. I'm just working around my health issues. And honestly, you don't want to hear me try to read these scripts. But here's the kicker. You already use text-to-speech without thinking. When you call your bank,
Please enter your 10-digit account number.
when you punch an address into GPS, when you ask Siri or Alexa a question.
There will be clouds with a chance of showers.
Nobody panics about that. But the second a YouTube video has a professional voice, people lose their minds. It's hilarious, because this tech has been around since the 1980s. Every Mac and PC shipped with it. So why panic now? Look, technology has never been the villain. It's people who decide how it's used. And history says this: the things we fear most often become the things that empower us most. Printing press, railroads, electricity, automobiles, the internet, ham radio itself. And now, AI. It's not the end. It's just the next chapter. So if you're here for fear, you're on the wrong frequency. But if you're here for stories, knowledge, and progress, well, you know where to find me. Because the next one might just change your mind. And one last thing before I sign off. To the folks who swear this fake stuff is brand new, Hollywood has been faking it for decades. Ever heard of the Mill Blackbird?
Hello and welcome to a land of automotive make-believe, a place where nothing is quite what it seems. I know it looks like I'm walking down the middle of a New York street, and I know this looks like a Ford Mustang, but neither is real. I'm actually in LA on the back lot at the Paramount Studios, and this isn't a Ford Mustang. This is any car you want it to be. This is the Blackbird.
It's basically a car skeleton that can digitally transform into any car. Any wheelbase, any color, any design. That shiny car ad you saw? probably never existed. This rig has been around for 10 years. So don't tell me AI is the first fake. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me on this little rant/history lesson. Don't subscribe. Seriously, I don't need more grumpy hams yelling at me in the comments. But if you like good stories about ham radio, history, and a little perspective, well, you know where to find me.